And you're welcome back. Many of you may have noticed that the weather hasn't been favorable over the last few days, and it's been raining quite a lot, with many parts of the country also getting flooded. But the Ghana Meteo Agency is indicating that this situation will begin easing from the second week of August. Let's get more from Felicity Ahimfenyo, who is the head of forecast at GMet, joining us here. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. And I'm sure that the rains prevented you from coming into our studios. Now the rain is down, so you're coming. But what are we to expect in the coming days?
Yeah, thanks so much, and good evening to our dear audience. Yes, in the coming days, we still have rain over the southern sector, but then the intensity is going to reduce gradually. And then by second week of August, we're expecting that we'll have an end to the major rainy season for the southern sector. But then the north, they will still be in the season because they are just starting. So we're expecting frequent thunderstorms with rain over their area from now till August, September through to October. So for tonight, yes, it's going to be cloudy over the entire country, with pockets of rain and then drizzle over the coast and part of the middle sector through to tomorrow. That's the indications we are picking from our model chart. And then on Thursday, we expect similar thing. Then over the north, yes, we're expecting one moderate to severe thunderstorms between now and then Sunday. So everybody needs to be in preparation for that.
Okay. Because of the issues of flooding that we keep hearing about, a lot of people are dependent on the information, the kind of information that you give them. Are they accurate, first of all, and how often are you putting them out for the general public to be aware of?
Yeah, I think the last validation that we did on our own, we were scoring almost 100%.
Right.
And then every day too, we do validate to know how accurate the forecast is becoming. Just yesterday we did one and we scored 90% for the entire forecast that we've issued last week. So in terms of accuracy, we are not God, but then the knowledge, the wisdom that He has blessed us with, we are putting it to use. So the forecast is becoming more accurate, so Ghanaians can depend on it. On daily basis, we release 3 times. We have the morning, the afternoon, and then the evening. And then for the whole week too, we have 3 times. We have Mondays that we release for the whole week, and then we have Wednesday for the midweek, and then Friday for the weekend. So if you are not able to get the Monday forecast, then you can rely on the midweek or the weekend, so you can plan your activities ahead of time.
So you have your platforms active, and we'll be talking about the platforms that people can just move into and get the information that they may want. But what general caution do you have in this rainy season about the trend and also the nature of the rains that we'll be experiencing in this period?
Yeah, for the southern sector, we are almost in the cold season. So the weather will be very chilly, especially in the morning and then the evening hours.
Someone is saying winter has come to Accra.
Yeah, winter has come to Accra, yeah. So we are pleading with parents, mothers, fathers to get warm clothing for our kids and then the aged in society. We ourselves, we should try and get some small umbrellas or raincoats. And then in terms of our drainage system, we need to do something on our own to make sure that we clear the waterways. For the government to the assemblymen or whatsoever, we are pleading, the potholes are just too much. They have to try as much as possible to fill it up for us. And then drivers or motorists, we should try as much as possible not to cross any standing water that we have no knowledge about.
That can be dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
And also about asking you how you're working, for instance, with the Road Safety Authority in this period, because visibility will be down, right? Yeah,
visibility will be very poor, especially during if you're having a moderate or severe rain event or early morning mist and foggy patches. And this time is going to be more frequent, especially the morning hours. So if you have foggy, visibilities are going to be less than 1,000 or 1 kilometer. In some cases, you can get like 100 meters, and at times 50. So you can just imagine if a vehicle is driving at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour, what it can cause. So we are pleading that they should come in. But in terms, we are working with other institutions, NADMO, the most. With the other DVLA, this year they've come on board, but we've not had any official agreement on how to go about it. But there are things on the table. We will be doing a lot of policies.
But the general caution to drivers is?
They should mind their speed. They should not cross any standing water. And then if their cars has a problem, they should try as much as possible to park it at a very good place, that it will not tend to be a nuisance to another road user.
Is this just an Accra problem? That's a question on the minds of many in terms of the patterns that you're putting out and all of that, because the feeling is with just a little minutes of rain, you'd find some level of flooding going on within Accra. How about the other parts of the country as well? What are we likely to experience?
Yeah, the other parts of the country too are also coming into the picture now. Elubu on a single day, that's I think 21st, they recorded 244.4 millimeters.
That's a lot.
Yeah, and I heard there was a lot of floods over the community. So gradually it's spreading. And when the north also comes in, the upper east, per our seasonal forecast, we are anticipating slightly above the normal threshold for them. So definitely by the July, I guess they will also come into the picture with flooding situations. So every other part is also now coming in. And also it depends on where the active spot passes. Right. So if the active spot is over Accra, definitely we'll go. But Accra, we have other conditions that are contributing to this. But then the Volta region, Eastern, Ashanti, Central, and then part of Western regions, we have, if the center is over there and then stagnate for a while, most definitely we'll have that situation.
The rainfall patterns itself, are we going according to what is expected of the kinds of seasons that we have, or there's some sort of a change in the patterns that you're seeing over the period?
Yeah, I think our seasonal forecast for 2023 predicts that we are going to have a slightly above the normal threshold. And so far, that is what we are seeing over the southern sector. But some portions over the middle and then the transition into the north are earmarked for below average rainfall. And currently, to most farmers over the north too are crying that they are not getting the rains. Yes, so the trend is almost in how we predicted that 2023 will be.
We'll have more rains, and I recall having that conversation.
Yeah, we'll have more rains for the southern sector, and then part of the upper east regions, they will be having a lot of rains.
Okay, so when exactly is this expected to end? Or are we going to have a repetition later in the year? What's going to be the trend?
Yeah, for the southern sector, we have two rainy seasons, the major and the minor. So by September, the minor will set in. But then July, August is noted for little dry season, where we have just cloudy weather, chilly, and then light rain or drizzle. But 2023 is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a bit wetter than what we know. But then for the north, they are starting. So by first week of October, they will be out of the season. And for the southern sector, for 2023 rainy season, by October, first, second week of November, will also be out of the rainy season.
Okay, and we'll be wrapping up shortly, but this whole issue about the precautions, for those in the south, you're saying the weather will be a bit cold. How about the north? And since they are not having too much rain, will the conditions remain stable as compared to what's happening down south?
Yes, conditions will remain a bit stable for them, but then their temperature will be a little bit warmer than those of us over the southern sector. We are predicting between 33, 36 during the days that they will not have any rain, and then between 33, 31 during the days that they will get rain. And then it's likely, if we have a clear sky over them, they are likely to have as high as 38 degrees Celsius in terms of their maximum temperature. But then in August, they will also be in low temperatures, especially in the morning hours.
I was talking about the general public earlier because information is very critical in this space that we find ourselves, owing to the fact that when it's raining or when it's about to rain, a lot of people get agitated, first of all, in Accra, in the national capital. So they need timely information so they can make informed decisions. Do you have some portals, now we're in the age of technology, maybe some portals, applications that you give constant information on the changing patterns?
Yes, we do. We have one app, My Flood Risk Accra.
Okay, that's what you're checking.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Yeah, so they can download it. Okay. This one also gives you the indication for your location. If the storm that we are expecting, if it's going to cause a flood in Kokomemle. So the
you're
app,
able to predict.
Yes, the app will prompt you that we are expecting this amount of rainfall, so you can prepare yourself and then get yourself out. And then for other information, you can go to our website on www.meteo.gov.gh, where we post all our forecasts there. We have the seasonal forecast, we have the daily forecast, and weekly, midweek, and then the weekend. You can also get it on Twitter, GMet on Twitter, and then we can have it on the Instagram. We are also now on Instagram, Ghana_meteorological agency.
Right. You know that a lot of people don't really take these things. They take it for granted. Let me put it that way.
The forecast.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because they feel, well, why is it necessary? Why do I need it? How do you convince these people?
I think now even the people that are requesting for forecast, that number keep increasing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Just this morning we processed almost 10 requests.
Wow.
For specific. Some are for funerals, some are for marriages, some are for one conference or the other. And then some of the media houses, when they have outdoor activities, they request, like that scene of election too. Some people requested, they wanted to know.
There won't be any rain.
There won't be any rain.
Sure some of the political parties will go and say, will it rain? Because we need some of the ballot papers to get wet.
When it comes to us, yes, we are not God, but we are trying our best. And our season is not like the Europeans or the American season or this. But then, between March and October is crucial for us. Anything can happen. Right. I think last week we had about 4 lives were lost, and then some houses were ripped off, and then we have floods here and there. But then, if we are able to get the information and put it in place, I believe that those 4 lives wouldn't have get lost into the system. So they should have faith in us and then take the forecast and then use it. That's why we are updating it 3 times constantly in a day. So if there is a time that we realize that that we predicted for heavy rain, but then the intensity is going to reduce, we have one forecast that will correct that, and then we are cool. And now applaud the media too. They are doing very well for us, and we want journalists to also come on board, so that at least every morning or every evening you can get the daily forecast to your viewers.
We need to go. What final message do you have for our viewers as to what they should be expecting in the next few days?
Yeah, as I said earlier on, we are expecting another outburst of rain activities over the southern sector. Currently, over the satellite imagery, we are having it over our source region, that's over Nigeria. They are popping up as popcorn. We expect them to come together and then move over us. So tomorrow morning, it's likely we'll get up with some slight to moderate rain over Greater Accra, Central and Western region. And then in the afternoon, we'll get it over the middle. So we should expect rain between now and Sunday. I
hope that extends to Asin North tomorrow morning.
Yes, Asin North too. Yes, we are earmarked for them this evening. They will get some showers.
This evening. Yeah. Okay. So if it rains, depending on which side you belong to, you consider that as a blessing or as a curse?
No, it can't be a curse.
Whichever way.
It can't be a curse.
Felicity Ahiafenyo for joining us here on The Pulse. We're grateful for your time. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you too for having us.
And that's all we have for you in this package of The Pulse. I am blessed to go and log on to myjoyonline.com. We have lots of stories for you there to catch up on. Next is Business Life. It's coming up in a few minutes. Please stay.